able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who were blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Carr now to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Miles Sanders, 28 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
And they imposed their will on that last drive. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep. Second and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they will take a knee here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Well, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. And, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to strike for 6. York now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing his car on third down. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Carr again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Carr now on first down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Carr bulldozes past him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Carr finding water there for the Vegas first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Carr now on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either...
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Murray. Got a man open. It's Chase. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now Murray again. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Right back to Sanders on first down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Carr. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Into the hands of Sanders. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw it. Murray. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Parker, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. And they got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw is Murray. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big.